taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the FIU Panthers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
FIU pushing tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going, as they have a first down at the 43.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back on the option to give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Made a defender miss. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground.
There he goes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. The short hands, it's Montgomery.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one deep. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
You know, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time in that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making them plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The lone back's got it. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, give on the inside. Haul down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense was not fooled. 3rd and 1 situation, everybody in the stadium expecting run. The offense trying to get a little cute, trying to take a shot, and it blows up in their face. Nice job by the defense.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He's not afraid to go deep. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To the air on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Working that left side now. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And that's another FIU.
And the Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got his man on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Guided out of bounds bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
FIU pushing tempo. Trying play action. Snags it at the 30 and still running. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Bunch formation for these receivers. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdowns.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass. And they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass out.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets rid of it. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice...
Beck's going for the goal line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Second and goal coming up. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Panthers are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The give out of the gun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
as well give it to him again. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guys?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the shotgun on third down. Finds his man. It's Coffee. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. FIU pushing tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's got an open man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Another FIU.
Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Florida International. And they take it in for 6 more points. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Leaves it with the back. Inside the 45. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. That's reeled in. It's Montgomery. And they're able to get him on the ground. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this throw is incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's past the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job.
Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides the back and leaves it. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big The tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Bringing the heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Reads it, fires complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Rushes on him. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Now sliding to his left. Fires on the move. On target to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Slings it downfield. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. Buying some time as he moves left. He'll throw it. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Looking for more room. The 40. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Panthers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
gets it out fast. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the left. Breaks into the open. Past the tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Owls. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. The throw. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They just keep firing. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers trying to find their way forward, going for it all. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. The play action fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Going to try to get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. On the run, fires downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
48, Florida International, 30.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Etheridge. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like...
Looking for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.